Harlequin readers, as you can see, I'm ready to hit the beach, and obviously, as a bookworm, I'm gonna need something to read. I'm a big fan of a romance book for a beach, but just because I'm going somewhere with sand doesn't mean that I also still don't want adventure and suspense and intrigue. So what have I packed for today? Well, I have my favorite strawberry towel, and I have a water bottle. I have sunscreen. Very important, especially with the redheadedness. And I have enough romance suspense novels from Harlequin to cover my next month of beach trips. So without further ado, let me introduce you to some suspenseful romances that'll be perfect for summer reading. First up is Guarding His Secret Son by Laura Scott. After finding out he has a son and the mother of the child was murdered, Chief Deputy Garrett takes baby Micah and midwife Liz on the run. He vows to protect them both as they're trying to figure out why the baby is the next target of this killer, but danger looks around every corner and time is running out. The baby's the killer. No, I'm kidding. It's short, it's suspenseful, it's the perfect thing to read in one go while you are sunning yourself on the beach. And one of my favorite tropes, no matter where I can find it, is a marriage of convenience / fake dating, fake marriage scenario, and I have two to talk to you about today. A Colton Kidnapping by Justine Davis has a marriage of convenience at a whole other level. After the death of their two best friends, shy accountant Bryony and gruff rancher Greg become uneasy guardians of this couple's children. But when the children's dangerous grandfather starts the battle for custody, the two of them get married to preserve their newfound family, and oh my goodness, or maybe we're falling in love for real. Family, danger, romance, forced proximity, marriage of convenience, mwah. And if you want something similar with a little bit more rock and roll, I recommend A Murder Among Us by Heather Graham, where a legendary rock band's reunion is actually a ruse for a murder investigation of the band's main singer. To be able to access more closed doors, FBI agent Chase poses as the band's new drummer and is trying to unravel what really happened while also slowly falling in love with the daughter of the murdered main singer. The two of them join forces and have to pretend to date to throw off the killer. How far will they go for the truth? I would like to know. Something else I'd like to know is what's living on the bottom of the ocean, but I think I'm only gonna get one of those things. Then we have Dangerous Recall by Tyler N. Snell, which is a queer bodyguard romance, where a mysterious murder leaves computer genius Aiden in danger and his bodyguard Mac will go above and beyond and maybe a little off script to protect him as the killer closes in and their chemistry grows. See, usually it's be gay do crime, but in this scenario it's be gay solve crime. Now that's what I call an investigation. But if you're more of a military romance girly, you're definitely going to want to check out No Turning Back by Lindsay McKenna, where broken Army Captain Ram is slowly falling in love with combat medic Dorina, but with the fate of their team and maybe their lives at stake, Dare and Ram will fight for each other as fiercely as they fight for their country. More about protection, duty, and suspense than it is like a murder mystery like some of the other ones. And like, who doesn't love a man in uniform and a no-nonsense lady? Like, that seems like a dynamic duo to me. But if you do want something with a little more action, then you gotta pick up Cold Case Secrets by Kimberly Van Meter, where two dueling detectives are breaking all the rules to solve a cold case murder of an Indigenous girl, but it turns out that the secrets they unearth may cost them their lives. Saya and Levi can't help but butt heads at the different ways that they investigate, but at the same time they are ruthlessly drawn to one another. Now, I'm Canadian, so the statistics are a little different, but in Canada, Indigenous women are 6 times more likely to be murdered than their white counterparts. And as the author is Indigenous, at the beginning she has a little statement about how she's trying to use this book to further raise the awareness of that fact. No matter where you are, I encourage you to check out the local organizations in your area that are helping your Indigenous peoples. The last book has a trope that is beloved by many, and that is a second chance romance. May I introduce you to Save Me by Sharon Sala. This is the kind of book that you bring when you're spending a day at the beach. Like, you get there at 8 a.m. and you leave when the sun sets. This is a full day entertainment. Hunter and Lainey were each other's first and only loves, but their feuding families have torn them apart, and it's been 11 years since they last saw each other. But now Hunter, a former army pilot, has found out that Lainey has gone missing in the Colorado mountains, and so he sets off to rescue her, but also to unravel what happened so many years ago. I guess this is kind of like a wilderness romance, which if you're in the neck of the woods that I am on the West Coast, there are so many mountains out here, and so many people love hiking up them. I'm not one of them, I prefer beach. But if you're real outdoorsy and want a suspenseful mystery to keep you company, this is something you can just slip into your beach bag or backpack. So here you are, a variable plethora of suspenseful, intriguing romance novels. Harlequin has a little something for everybody, and obviously, if you're going to the beach with a beach read, you're gonna have to bring multiple of these because they're suspenseful. You're just gonna be flipping through them so fast. If any of these seem like the perfect summer read for you, you can check them out at the link in the description below at harlequin.com. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm on my way to the beach.